is true success in life, when you become part of somebody else's testimony. I want to talk to you about taking your business and your life to the next level. Success in business and success in life is greatly dependent upon our ability to influence others in a positive way.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Ability to Influence. And y'all, I am so excited about today's guest. This guy is an influencer. He is a coach. He is a 7-figure digital marketer, and he is going to bring some expertise and knowledge here today for you guys. It's going to knock your socks off and help you go to the next level. So without any further wait, please help me welcome Marquel Russell.
Hey, what's going on, Steve, man? I appreciate you having me on here.
Man, listen, I have been so excited to get you on here for so long, man. I know you are super busy and you got a lot going on, and getting you on the calendar for this, I know wasn't an easy feat, man, but you know, you're here, man, and I'm super excited. I'm blessed and honored and humbled to have you here, bro. Absolutely. But you're up, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man. You're up in Atlanta, right?
I'm in Atlanta. Yeah, so I'm in Atlanta, hot Atlanta, as everybody call it, right? So I'm Marquel Russell. Obviously, like Steve said, I'm a family man, a entrepreneur. I absolutely love entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. I grew up. My mom raised me and my two sisters by herself. I wanted to have money. I wanted to be rich at a very young age. But where I grew up, it was kind of poverty stricken, right? Nobody really had money, in the sense of the money I wanted to have. So fast forward, I dropped out of high school in 10th grade, started selling drugs full time. That's what I saw my cousins and the guys who I looked up to. That led to me, you know, one thing led to another. In that world, you kind of only die or you go to jail. It's only like 0.00001% that actually ever make it out. Right. So I actually was blessed to not have to go do like long stints or anything like that or die. But I did do my share of jail time. I had my first son when I was in jail. He's actually 16 now. So I had my first son when I was in jail. I came out and said, I'm gonna do the job thing. Tested the little job thing out. So I did that. It was short-lived. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back into the streets. So I went back in the streets, but I used the money that I was making to start an entertainment company while I was doing like artist management, club promotions, stuff like that. And while hanging in the club one night, I was introduced to this thing called network marketing, right? So God kind of has this way of like meeting you where you are, right? So I'm in the club smoking, drinking, all this, and I get introduced to this opportunity of network marketing. I had never heard of it, didn't know what it was. Apparently some of the people I knew did, because once I joined and I presented it to them, they told me it was a pyramid scheme. So I'm like, why? Nobody's ever told me about this before, right? I've heard about Kirby and I did that, but I never heard about this thing. So my mom, she actually was the only person at that time who told me, hey, if you market it, it can work. So I stuck around a little longer. The guys who introduced me to it were like following up with me, trying to help me. And I was like new. I wasn't used to like people wanting to like help me make money, legitimately, right? So one of them gave me a laptop. This is my first laptop. I didn't even know what social media was, but I was hungry. I wanted something different and I was committed. And I know that anytime I put my mind in something, I always figure it out. So fast forward a few years, after figuring this thing out, I started having some success in network marketing, leveraging the internet because I was introduced, because I ran out of people to talk to. However, I was introduced to the internet and how to attract people to me. So I just sunk my teeth into that, really committed to learning it, spending a lot of money learning this stuff. And then things started to happen and people started to seek me out to like teach them what I was doing and how we was hitting top ranks in these companies and so forth using the internet. So that led me into this thing called coaching. I didn't even know coaching was a thing. People wanted me to coach them. I'm like, what is that? Right? So people started paying me a little bit here and there. And then I started learning like, okay, coaching is like a whole multi-billion-dollar industry in itself. So I said, you know what? It just economically, I love network marketing, no bash against network marketing because it completely changed my life. But economically, when I look at the numbers side by side, it just makes way more sense for me to just go all in and build my own company versus, doing a network marketing thing. So went all in on that. And our specialty was like, people want to know, how are we getting leads? How do we get clients? And I saw that most businesses fail because they don't know how to get clients consistently. So we just went all in on that. And you know, from since then, man, we have so many success stories. I mean, I think we have over $20 million in client success stories. The other day, which is pretty crazy, we posted 500. So like in the past 60 days, our clients have had $534,000 in revenue come in, and that's from just from people who posted.
Right.
That's not even including people who posted. So just really exciting, man. So we've been doing our own events, coaching clients, having a ton of fun, get on podcasts with dope entrepreneurs like yourself, man. And we're just having a lot of fun. I can't believe this is actually work.
So man, and you're right, bro, because I'm right there with you, dude. You know, it's so funny how similar our stories are, man, because, you know, obviously I went to the school of hard knocks too, you know, my story. And then I went into network marketing and had some success there and learned so much from that industry, bro. And then, of course, like you said, you know, God leads that path, which led me to obviously becoming a speaker and then coaching like you, man. I found out like later on down the road, like, man, coaching is a huge aspect of this, because as I was looking at some of the top speakers in the world, what I realized is that they all had these coaching business models in place as well. You know, which obviously fed in a big way their business. And obviously there's so many people out there that need that coaching. Now, I love the area that you're in, bro, because so many people are trying to figure out right now, how do we market ourselves online? How do we generate leads? Especially coaches and speakers are really trying to figure out how to get themselves in front of more people, how to sell more coaching programs, how to get more people obviously in their space so that they can help them go to the next level. So what advice now, because I know there's a lot of coaches out there right now that are really struggling with taking an approach on the internet. Obviously, a lot of coaches were out there and they were networking, you know, we're going to say pre-COVID, right? They were out there, they were networking, they were going to events, they were shaking hands, and they were really depending on, you know, word of mouth marketing and some referrals and different things like that. And then all of a sudden COVID hit and the offline networking opportunities just kind of went away with it. And now everything is pretty much virtual right now at this time. There are some things obviously opening back up, but for the most part, everybody's still trying to do things online. And a lot of coaches are sitting on their hands right now. A lot of speakers are sitting on their hands right now going, man, you know, what do I do? So what advice do you have for those people right now that are scared to death of this internet thing? I mean, obviously you said that you know, have invested a lot of money. I know I have as well. A lot of time, energy, and effort, late nights, staying up, studying, figuring things out, going through people's courses and things like that, trying to figure this thing out. But you figured it out, bro. You're a seven-figure producer, man. You're helping other people generate 6 and 7 figures through your coaching. So what advice do you have for that speaker or that coach right now, or that entrepreneur in general, that is still sitting on their hands and resisting this internet?
I would simply say, just pretty straightforward, is like, if anybody, so like, I think right now we live in the best time in the history of the world to be alive, even with everything that's going on. And I think if nothing else, we should, because like, if we were resisting, anybody who was resisting like the internet pre-COVID, right? I think COVID actually should have been the thing that inspired you to actually go ahead and embrace the internet. Because what we've seen is like the entire world go digital right before our eyes. And to be quite frank, stuff isn't going back to where it used to be. Like, businesses aren't going to all of a sudden say, businesses have decided, like brick and mortar businesses, they've discovered that they can actually be more efficient, right? They can still maintain high ROIs with less employees. So you think they're going to rush back into hiring more employees? Absolutely not. Because they're like, wow, our revenues are actually up, right? And we can leverage, you know, delivery and all different type of stuff and online, and not have to have all these employees. So things aren't really going to, some things may gradually, but for the most part, we like living in an entirely new economy, and it's driven solely based on the internet. So if you decided not to be present on the internet at this point, I think you're doing yourself and the people who you called to serve a massive disservice, because they're online looking for solutions right now. And if you're not showing up, they're going to find somebody else, and that other person they find may not even be nearly as good as you are, But because you're sitting on your hands and you're not willing to embrace this thing, I think you're missing out on a massive opportunity.
So what do you say to somebody then that says, okay, Marquel, I get it. I got to get on the internet.
Mhm.
What's the first step? How does somebody begin to build a personal brand and create things that people are going to be attracted to and want? What advice do you give to that person that's coming to you for the first time and saying, Marquel, listen, man, I know I need to go online. What do I do? Where do I start?
Great question. So basically, we had this methodology called the SFM method, right? And in the SFM method, the S is for like specialized. So the first thing I was recommend is like decide, okay, what's going to be my specialty? Like, what's my thing? What's my thing that I'm the best in the world at, right? I'm committed and I can help people get a specific solution from. And don't try to be this person who's like amazing at everything. Like, just pick one thing. And once you decide, okay, this is going to be my thing, the easiest way to do it and the way I got started was because like some people like if I just said, go out and launch some ads, most people will jump off the show right now. So I'm not even going to go that route right now. That's the accelerated path. But if you want to go get online and get things going and start building your brand, the easiest way to do it is commit to creating a piece of content every day. So number one, decide on like what's going to be your thing that you specialize in. That's number one. Number two, create a piece of content every single day, right? Just for the next 90 days. For the next 90 days, create a piece of content, teaching something, giving some value. Because if you want to show people you can help them, well, how you become an influencer, right? Is you show people that you can actually help them. How do you show people you can help them? By actually helping them. So create a piece of content, be 2-3 minutes, right? It don't got to be like a long drawn out thing, but you teaching them something, giving them some value, and then you giving them some call to action, whether that's to go opt into to get your free funnel, to opt in for your free gift in your funnel, or to DM you or comment or whatever the case may be. But even if you don't even focus, even if you just did the next 90 days, just creating content without a call to action, that's better than not doing anything at all. I recommend having a call to action, but even if you just created the momentum of creating some content so people can start, now you become top of mind around this specific topic, I think that's the best way to really get started.
I 100% with you, man. I feel like I'm listening to myself right now on the other end, bro, because, excuse me, one of the things that I find a lot of my coaching clients struggle with as well is content.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is that there is so much content right at your fingertips because, again, you have access to the internet, and so if you have a subject matter that you feel like you want to talk about, do some research on that subject matter. Go read some other blogs, see what some other people are saying about that content. And what it'll do is it'll really spark in your head some thoughts regarding that specific topic or whatever content you want. Now, obviously, you're not going to plagiarize and take somebody else's stuff and put it out there, claim it as your own. You can always give other people credit, but it's just a matter of, like you said, bro, showing up every day and providing some valuable content that is specific to the people that you want to reach, that's going to help them get better.
Bingo.
Yeah. So obviously, man, I've been following you for a long time, bro. We go way back. I know you've been down here to Tampa and spoke at our 7-figure coaching summit. And man, you crushed it when you got up on stage. And I noticed you've been doing some live events as well. So my next question to you would be this, man. Where, besides getting out there and providing content every day, you got to send them somewhere to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So talk a little bit about creating things that are actually on the back end, whether it be courses, whether it be writing a book, whether it be, those free lead captures that you're talking about. Maybe it's those tips and templates or whatever. Talk a little bit about, obviously, people are providing content. They say, okay, Marquel, I'm shooting videos every day. Obviously, that content needs to, in some way, shape, or form, be related to what the end result is for that person, where you want to take them to, right?
Exactly. So basically, let's like the next step in the SFM method. So the F is funnelize. We call this process funnelizing. So you take somebody from a piece of content or from your ad, and you say, hey, by the way, if you like this, you'll probably love our XYZ, right? So for example, in our videos, we may say, hey, if you like this, You'll love our free guide on how to get 50 to 100 leads that convert into clients. Go to paythatplaybook.com or click the link around this video or something.com. Then once they go, so what you want to do, let's say you're a coach and let's say you're a fitness coach and your program helps women get rid of the baby fat, right? So you may be doing a piece of content and you're saying, hey, if you like this video on how to create smoothies in 5 minutes or less, you will love our downloadable guide on the top 21 recipes I've used to eliminate all my belly fat, increase my energy, and clear my skin. You can go to xyz.com to get access to it. So when they go there to get access to it, it's free. And it's really, you give them some, because some people say, well, what if I give away too much? You don't really worry about that. You want to give away because people are going to say, well, you want to create if this was that good and it's free, I can only imagine what the paid stuff is like effect.
Right.
You want to create that effect, right? So you want to see, so you say, go grab this. And it's something they genuinely would have paid for. So they go get it, they opt in. And I don't want to assume you know what opt in means. So they click on your link, they go to a page, and they go to that page, and it has a name and email. I'm sure most people here are watching this are familiar with that. They enter their name and email into this website to get access to this free thing. Now they go in there, they check out the free, whether it's a free video or a free download, they consume it. And at the end, it's like, hey, if you enjoyed this, I'm just going to stick with the Fit Moms example. It's like, hey, if you like this and you want to have a customized plan for the next 90 days to get in the best shape of your life, clear your skin up, increase your energy, et cetera, tighten up your brain, focus, or whatever the case may be, and you want a specific 90-day plan, we're actually bringing on some clients right now where we actually can help you do this. So if you want to kind of have a quick chat to see how we can assist you with that and become part of our Fit Moms community, click on the link right here, go over, schedule a quick call, and then let's kind of talk about, see how we can help. And we'll, if we feel like we can help you, then we'll talk about our program. If not, you'll still walk away with some clarity on how to move forward with your fitness goals, right? So it's like the content, every piece of content you create, you posting with a purpose. That purpose is not to sell your program. It's only to give them some value and then lead them into your free thing where they opt in, and now you generate the lead. So even if they don't schedule a call right then, that's fine. Now they're on your email list, and you can continue to follow up with them. And for those who do schedule, you got that opportunity as well. Because what I see a lot of coaches doing, the ones who are putting out content and those who do take it a step further and have a call to action, they're sending people directly to schedule a call. So it's like they do a video or they do a live, and they're like, well, hey, go schedule a call with me. No, you're missing a step. I would recommend sending them to some kind of opt-in for some kind of free gift first, so they can consume that, and then they can see if they want to schedule a call. Because scheduling a call is a bigger commitment, right? So you give them something free where they can opt in. Now they're on your list. Now you can continue to communicate with them and build a relationship with them. And then once they're ready to schedule a call, then you move them to the next step.
All right. So what's the end?
The end part. So the end part is obviously the M. That's the M. That's the monetization piece. Right. So when it comes to the monetization piece, is making sure you have premium pricing. Most coaches charge way too little for their expertise. So when we work with clients, we have them
say that again, bro. Say that again.
Most coaches charge way too little for their expertise. And I know somebody's struggling with that right now. So I'm gonna give you a couple nuggets. So number one, we did an event this past weekend, a virtual event. And basically one thing I said, because a lot of people struggle with charging. So I'm like, think about this. Whatever it is you sell, let's say somebody bought it 30 years from now, like how would that have impacted their lives? Mm-hmm. And people's like, well, I was like, how much would that be worth to them 30 years from now? They were like, it'd be priceless. It'd be worth millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, why is it so hard for you to charge $5,000 or $10,000 or $25,000 or whatever? And they're like, well, I never thought about it like that. And I'm like, exactly. When you're selling your coaching programs and your services, like it's going to help you just for a moment, right? And it's not going, somebody giving you 10 grand is just not going to change your life, if we're just being honest. It'll help you for a moment. However, it's going to help this person for a lifetime. So you should be compensated well because you've developed this expertise over an extended period of time, and you're helping people collapse that window. So you want to have premium pricing, and when you have premium pricing, Number one, you can actually go to bat to help them get results, right? You don't got to be working with thousands of people to hit your income goals. You can be working with 25 to 50 per year and make it having a 6-figure business or a 7-figure business, depending on what you charge, right?
Right.
You also going to attract higher quality clients because these people want to have more skin in the game, so they're more committed. And when they're more committed, they're more likely to follow through. When they're more likely to follow through, they're more likely to get results. And when they get results, they're going to go out and tell other people about you, who's going to come work with you, as well. And lastly, the last one I'm going to say is most people think it's about like, all right, well, what if, what are other people charging at the highest and what are other people charging at the lowest? And I price myself like in the middle. And that's like the worst thing you can do because nobody wanted to work with the mediocre person. People either want to do like Walmart or they want to go to like Neiman Marcus or something, right? They don't want to do like Kmart. And here in Georgia, Kmart has been wiped out because that was their pricing model. And somebody can always like undercharge you. So you might as well be the most premium in your market because then people aspire to work with you. It's like people, I'm sure you had it, Steve. I'm sure people came to you like, hey man, you've been on my vision board to work with me. I knew I wasn't ready for you, but you've been on my vision board. I'm ready to work with you now versus you just being the most affordable person, in the marketplace. And when you do this marketing and when you do that S and that F right, when it comes to the M, the monetization, now people come to you and they sell you on why you should allow them to buy versus you trying to sell them on why they should buy, based on your marketing process.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So one of the things you're focusing on right now in your business is teaching these coaches how to create these high ticket coaching programs, right? How to get people into these high ticket coaching programs and how to make that happen. So where can anybody that's watching right now, bro, coaches, speakers, entrepreneurs that want to get online, they want to create that SFM method for themselves and start capitalizing on what their expertise can actually generate for them, where can they go to connect with you and make that happen, bro?
Yeah, so they just go to paidadplaybook.com. So that's PAID AD playbook.com, and you can get the whole blueprint for free. It basically breaks down how we get 50 to 100 leads per day, and they actually convert into clients because who cares if you get a ton of leads and they're not converting to clients. So we show you that whole process. We give you the entire playbook, and we give you some bonus videos to go along with it to help you implement everything that comes with it. And it's all 100% free. So it's paidadplaybook.com.
Nice. Now, do you have any upcoming events, virtual seminars or anything, man, you want to share with everybody or?
So we have a 3-day like intensive. So like we do a 3-day virtual. So it's virtual now because COVID. And this is the craziest thing, man. Our whole year was planned for live events, like 2 events a quarter, because we talked about it.
Right.
And then COVID hit, and it was like, all right, now we got to just readjust the whole strategy and see if virtual works the same. So we're doing a virtual 3-day experience where all of our, when they leave, they come and they leave with their entire client attraction system built out, ads live, and the whole nine. So we're doing that in mid-September. So yeah, so if they want more information about that, just go to paidadplaybook.com and then you can kind of get all the details about everything there.
Sweet, man. All right, so I got the all-powerful question for you, bro.
Okay.
Since this is the Ability to Influence podcast, obviously you're a big-time influencer. You've worked with a lot of big-time influencers. What do you think is the number one trait that somebody needs to have if they want to become a person of influence?
The number one trait I think somebody needs to have if they want to be a person of influence is vision. They have to have vision. So, and a vision that's bigger, that's not just for them, it's much bigger than them. It's much bigger than just their household. It's like a grander, larger vision. So I think everything starts with vision, number one.
Listen, man, bless you, bro. I am so glad that you agreed to come on here with me. And guys, there's some serious nuggets that were dropped in this interview right here. And if you didn't catch them all, make sure you go back, watch this thing again, listen to it again, because Marquel dropped some serious nuggets there that if you will take the approach that he's talking about and implement it, it'll change your life like it's changed so many other lives before. Definitely go connect with Marquel, get in his space, go see what he's doing. I know that you're constantly putting stuff out there, bro, for everybody to take advantage of. I see the free stuff coming across all the time, man, from you, free trainings and free how-tos and and so much valuable content that Marquel is putting out there, guys. So make sure you connect with him, follow him, go check out all his stuff. And bro, bless you, man. Thank you so much for being with me on this, dude.
Thank you so much for having me, and I love all your work, man. Of course, you already know anything I can do to help, man. Let me know, but I definitely appreciate you, bro.
Awesome, man. And guys, for tuning in, you know, your time is one of the biggest assets that you have, and you can never replace it. You gave some of that valuable, precious time to us today, and we love you for it. God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.
That is true success in life, when you become part of somebody else's testimony. I want to talk to you about taking your business and your life to the next level. Success in business and success in life is greatly dependent upon our ability to influence others in a positive way.